Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Edgar Soto alongside Mitch Mayhem, and today we are discussing this week's hot takes, rumors, and news throughout the wrestling world. But first, Mitch, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man? It's going well.
Good. Listen, I know we had a little hiatus, but Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, man.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good holiday.
Yeah, likewise. Same to you and your family.
Thank you, man. You too.
We haven't. It's been a couple of weeks, but like everybody else, we have family stuff, we have personal stuff to attend to. So, but it's good to be back, though.
Oh, it's great to be back, but everyone gets busy during the holiday season, man. So it's par for the course. It's okay. We're back though, and let's get it.
Yeah, it's a full reset. All right, so let's start with the events that happened on Monday Night Raw, right? Let's start with Bron Breakker's missed opportunity.
Oh,
it seems like he was destined, but obviously he came up short. The vision, the numbers game, it wasn't enough for him to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. As CM Punk, defeated him on Monday Night Raw. Right. I know. Based on what I saw on Twitter or X, there was mixed reaction saying, "Oh, WWE dropped the ball. Like this was the opportunity for Bron Breakker." How do you feel about that?
There's a lot of things we can criticize WWE on. I think people need to chill the fuck out. I knew this was going to happen because I believe the plan is Bron Breakker and CM Punk at Mania, and Braun goes over. So they need to be patient. I think it's coming.
I think it's bound to happen. I mean, I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, that's it. That's the end of his." No.
He's not LA Knight. They love him.
Yeah.
No.
And I think, and speaking of LA Knight, I know people have this like, oh man, like this full support for LA Knight, and obviously WWE keeps.
You're talking to one of his biggest fans, yeah.
Yeah, keeps dropping the ball on him. I think he may have a big 2026.
I think so too. I think they're finally waking up, and I think they needed him to pay his dues. I really think they do that to everyone, even the best of the best. Ethan Page, they're making him pay his dues. That's just something they do. And I think he has proven himself long enough and been credible long enough that they can't deny it.
Yeah, I just think it takes a little bit of time.
Surprised. Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't acknowledge it, but yeah.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time, but exactly. You mentioned Ethan Page and what he has done ever since he signed with WWE, and especially on NXT. Like he's been wonders, and then the same thing could kind of be said by Ricky Saints. I mean, I think both of those guys right now are carrying the NXT men's division. So I think with guys like LA Knight, Bron Breakker, I mean, listen, their time is definitely coming. So
right. So real quick, if we could go to another topic, the three new people from NXT signing with WWE. I think it's Javon Evans, Obafemi, and Trick Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. So, am I tripping, guys, or is Javon Evans' presentation in WWE main roster completely different than NXT? I didn't feel his character in NXT. I do with his new entrance and that theme song and the way he interacts with the crowd. I feel that.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's funny you should say that because, like, Javon Evans, who's obviously like a rising star and whatnot.
I see his appeal now.
Yeah. And the fact that he's on the Raw brand, like I feel like things are going to be so well for him. And even though he's come up short in singles championship opportunities, I think another guy who fits into that category where just be patient.
Right, he's 21 years old for God's sake. He's a kid. He's a literal kid.
He's got all the time in the world.
Yes, it's not like a 40-something. Ladies and
gents. Okay, so again, CM Punk defeats Bron Breakker, but I think one of the main talking points of this episode of Monday Night Raw was the fact that, there was rumors that, will Jericho appear?
There wasn't just rumors. Did you see that post on I think
Pierce.
it's Adam Pierce's post? Yeah, breaking down the walls.
Yeah,
like that wasn't an obvious fucking. Okay, so what they were doing was they were undersold for the show, and so I think they were doing stunts they literally sold 3,000 more tickets after that.
Yeah.
So I think it was a sales marketing ploy.
Yeah, no, and it worked, obviously.
Yeah, it worked. Hook, line, and sinker.
I think that right there, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, he's definitely showing up on Monday Night Raw." But it's the same thing they're doing when there was a lot of speculation that Punk was going to return.
I don't believe anything until I see it.
Yeah, I mean, week after week, right? Leading up to Punk's return, they were casually saying phrases or things associated with Punk, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Punk is definitely WWE bound." So I think what Adam Pierce is doing, besides of what you said, like increasing ticket sales, is to just like start that trend.
But yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, all right, continuing on Monday Night Raw, we saw Io Sky and Rhea Ripley become the new women's tag team champions. I thought that was a great decision, and the reason why they simply just weren't doing anything with the Kabuki Warriors, right? I think the Kabuki Warriors might have had like maybe 1 or 2 title defenses, right? And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's a shame. They're a great tag team. I feel they are very underrated by the writing team. Like they always put them in losing situations.
Yeah, like I just think that obviously WWE went with the tag team with more star power, right? And yeah,
I feel like besides Gunther, they're very face heavy with the TKO era. They're very face friendly, more so than heel. Vince was more heel friendly.
Yeah. Now, as all right, so now as newly crowned champions, right? Who would you want to see challenge the new champions?
Oh man, let me think about that. I like what Becky's doing on a singles note. I think that's Myra and Bailey. Is it Bailey with her?
Yes, Myra and Bailey.
Myra and Bailey. I'd like to see that.
Okay. Yeah. I know, there's them. I know there's also, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. There's also Lash Legend and
I think that team's getting old already. The Flair and Bliss, and I'm a big fan of both.
Yeah. All right, so this, obviously marks their first reign as champions. We'll see what happens going forward with them, but I guess new year, new champions. They just wanted to start a trend, and they certainly did with Becky Lynch regaining the women's Intercontinental Championship.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Becky, not just in the women, but all WWE is doing the best work. I think Becky Lynch is just like knocking it out of the park. Like topping everything she's done before, and she's already a legend. Like she's just building and building and building that resume. It's impressive.
Yeah, no, and not only that though, like the way that she has elevated Maxine Dupree.
Well, she's not Maxine Dupree, Lyra Valkyrie. They say Becky Hogan. She has done the opposite of a Hogan. She has been there for the younger talent. She has put them over.
Yeah, and so I wonder with this, this new reign, obviously it comes with new challengers. Obviously, Maxine Dupree is going to get in there. Ivy Nile already expressed her interest, right? But wouldn't it be great if we ran Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for that championship?
Okay, that would be great. But can I throw this one to you?
Yeah.
Repackage Natty Neidhart as the fucking badass that she is.
Oh,
Those two, right there.
Now the repackage, Natty, right?
Yeah.
I think, with this whole new look and aggressive side of Maxine Dupree, I think that would be a pretty badass tag team.
Yeah, it could work, but I don't like how they're using Natty as a stepping stool. She's secondary to get Maxine over with them. I think Natty is the star between those two. I think Maxine's great, but she's still young. She's still green. Natty
Okay.
is seasoned. She's a vet. She's ready. It's been her time for a long time, and I feel like they've dropped the ball on her for a long time. They haven't they haven't pushed her to the right way or given her the right character on screen.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, and you kind of you mentioned it earlier, right? And that's the NXT Call-Ups. Now there has been quite, I think, like 4 or 5. You have Lash Legend join SmackDown. You have Jordan Grace join SmackDown.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, you have Javon joined Monday Night Raw, right? You have
Trick and Oba.
Yeah. Yep, Trick Williams joined SmackDown. Now, Obafemi, who is the prized free agent, we'll talk about him in just a bit. He's the prized free agent, and I think I'm leaning Obafemi towards Monday Night Raw, but I could be wrong.
I would say Raw, but I would lean with you on that.
Yep. And then there's also additional names still there that might be called up. So there's Lola Vice, right? Which I think she'll probably, if she gets called up, I think SmackDown, right?
I love her, but I don't know if she's ready for the main roster. But yeah.
I agree. I think Lola needs probably maybe like another year.
Maybe another year. I think she's great. She'll be there, but yeah.
Yeah, she's somebody who's also had like numerous championship opportunities, have come short. I kind of want to see her, a reign, whether it's the main women's championship or the North American, just a reign, just to see how she kind of like handles herself as champion.
Yeah, they could have done that with what's her name, Thea Hale, but who'd they give that to? What's her name? They had someone else beat her on New Year's Eve. I forget who though.
Izzy Dame.
Izzy Dame. I don't know why I blanked on her name. Izzy Dame.
So yeah, Lola Vice was a name. Blake Monroe's another name that's being mentioned out there.
I don't think she's ready. I'm just gonna say it.
Really?
I don't think she's ready. I think she makes too many mistakes. I've seen way too many mistakes from her. I think she's into herself. I think she needs a little humility and experience, and a little more time in the NXT seasoning. If you have people like Ethan Page having to sit there for a few years, come on. I mean,
yeah, no.
It's not gonna hurt.
I think. Well, here's the thing. I think Blake Monroe is ready for the main roster. I just think it's too soon. Like, she just recently joined the
company. Could be, but I've seen a lot of mistakes from her. Just maybe that's just me, and I'm like critically. I can see little things in wrestling matches because I watched for 30+ years. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
that's just me, my opinion.
And then the last one is I believe it's JC Jane.
Oh, that's a good call up.
Yeah, I think she's.
I didn't know about that one. Okay, so the JC Jane call up, the women call ups are good.
Yeah,
I like the women call ups. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like JC Jane, it's been a long road for her because, with the factions that she's been in, right? Obviously, toxic. What is it? Toxic Attraction or Fatal Influence, right?
Yeah.
In Toxic Attraction, I thought, obviously in every faction, all right, you point out who the face is and who's the weakest link, and I thought, all right, she might be like the weakest link. And I can honestly say she proved me wrong. Like I was wrong.
Same with me. I thought Gigi Dolan was in one of those factions. I thought she was the one they were going to go with.
Wrong. And then ever since then, obviously now with Fatal Influence, it's like, it's her show. Like she is running the NXT women's division, and she has been for a while. So I'm really impressed with how she has carried herself, not only as a wrestler, in-ring wrestler, but also as, I don't know, kind of like the face of that division, the villain that everyone loves to hate. So shout out to her.
Yeah, she's getting older and she's developing overall. Wrestler, human being, everything. You can see it.
Absolutely.
She's growing before our eyes, and it's cool to see. Yeah.
All right. Now, somebody we just mentioned, right? We said we were going to talk about him, and that's Obafemi.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
love that entrance.
That little walk is so weird looking, but
I
love
every single thing about that entrance.
It
It's
works.
just it just screams aura, especially with the
Yeah.
green lights and his just like build.
How tall
Yes.
is he? He has aura. What, 6'6"? What is he?
Obafemi is. Let me see.
Big boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy. He's 6'3".
6'3". See? Okay. This goes to show you they're 5'7" wrestlers are making everyone look taller. Like all the like Johnny Gargano's on the roster.
Yeah. He is 6'3". Wow.
That's crazy. I thought he was like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, no, of course, because every time and every camera angle, you think he's a giant. So,
dude, I have friends who are like 6'5", 6'6". That literally looks about his size. I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Obafemi, he vacated the WWE NXT Championship in a shocking fashion, right? Obviously after he made, he won the belt back from Ricky Saints at NXT Deadline. Then he made 2 successful defenses, right, defeating Javon Evans, and he also defeated Slater, right? But after defeating Slater, we get like a cut to the back of a list of wrestlers and Ava, saying that there's going to be new opportunity for newer stars now that there's going to be all these NXT call-ups, right? And in comes Stone saying, hey, you got to check what's going on, like concerning Oba. And, once they put the camera angle back into the ring, Oba's gone and he just leaves the NXT championship, obviously confirming that he has vacated the championship. Now, we did mention that Obafemi is right now the hottest free agent. And I don't know. Listen, I think anywhere he goes, whether it's the Raw brand, SmackDown brand, I think he's going to kill it.
Oh, he's a star. He's absolutely a star. They had to put him on the main roster because he's just good. Like he's too big of a star to keep on NXT.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird. Because it's like, all right, yes, this is his second reign as NXT champion, but it just lasted 32 days. I think for that you could have had somebody defeat him. But I guess they want to, I guess they wanted him to look dominant, right?
Honestly,
and
I would have done the same thing. You want to build him up to the monster that he is, and you want that momentum carried on to the main roster. So I think that was perfect, and I think more people should do that instead of beating the champion, and taking away their momentum if they're going to the main roster. Build a storyline like that through it.
Yeah,
perfect.
And you know what, too? Also, like what helped him that match leading up to Saturday night's main event against Cody.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a good show.
That was a good showing by him, and then. That SmackDown where he interrupted Cody's promo, it was well received by the fans.
I think WWE management saw, okay, if he can do this with Cody, we got it. We got gold here.
Yeah.
And expedited him to come to the main roster as soon as possible, and I would have done the same thing. So,
okay. So now, we mentioned Obafemi vacating the NXT championship. Now, we just mentioned her, right? You did. Izzy Dame winning the North American championship.
I was kind of shocked by that, not gonna lie. I know Thea Hale is young, but she's got something. I think you should have gone with that, man. The happenstance. I honestly, even with I still thought it was a work for a while. I thought they were working the work. I really did. So, but I like Thea Hale. I think she's got a good future.
Yeah. And you know what though? Yes, it was short. It was a 1 week reign, right? But I do like Izzy Dame. I like this feud that she's having with Tatum Paxley, who I think is going to be a star whenever they decide that she's ready. You know, I think they have Izzy Dane be kind of like this, kind of like ultimate opportunist character. And we pretty much saw that on NXT. I mean, Blake Monroe banned from the building, attacked Thea Hale, right? And then
that was pretty nasty. That was a good attack.
Yeah, and despite the attack, Thea Hale was like, "All right, let's do this. I'm still ready to defend in an open challenge, right?" So Izzy Dane answered the challenge. She kind of flat out stole it from Paxley, but I'm really happy for Izzy Dane. It sucks for Thea Hale because I feel like they're not truly sold on her yet. But she's super young, so there is time with Thea Hale, but
a lot of people don't have that you need to develop. I think she has it. She just needs to develop it.
Yeah, and of course, I like this championship victory because now it adds a little bit more to her feud with Tatum Paxley because now they could take that rivalry, which I think has been building beautifully week after week. They could take it to a whole new level.
Right. So real quick, Izzy Dane was one kind of someone else like Javon Evans that in the past I was like, yeah, they're young. I don't think you should be pushing them like this. And now I'm completely the opposite on them. I'm like, okay, I see it now.
Yeah. All right, so then now we have so we shift over to AEW and we have a former TNA wrestler making his AEW debut and the former Jake something from TNA who now goes by the name of Jake Doyle, and I love it because he is very talented, right? The only thing is that of course AEW acquired him and they just threw him in the Don Callis family, who already has like 15 or 16 members.
I know. It's when in doubt, put him with Callis, right? Like when they don't know what to do with him.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, it's just like I feel like it's a cop out,
Yeah, I'm surprised that he wasn't in the pipeline. I heard WWE was trying to sign him. And so I thought he was going to go to WWE, honestly. So he must have been offered more.
Yeah. I don't know. What's it called? He made his debut attacking Jet Speed, right? But just when that was about to happen, the lights went out. And we finally get I guess you could say the re-debut of Andrade.
Oh God, I didn't. And the crowd goes mild. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know yet, man. You got to win me back, Andrade.
To be honest with you, I see the hype. It's just like, all right, how are you going to book him?
He's too unpredictable. You can't. He's too all over the place. He's gone. WWE, AEW, WWE, AEW, like bouncing back and forth. It's just, I don't know. If I was like behind the scenes, I probably wouldn't be most comfortable with him either because he's kind of a wild card. But if he can get his legs under him in AEW or in wherever he wrestles, he's a good talent.
No, he's a great talent, but again, he's stuck in that vortex of the Don Callis family, and it's like, all right, like, what are you gonna do here? So, all right, so yeah, following, the match between the Young Bucks, I think it was the 6-man tag, right? Mark Davis and Jake Doyle ambushed the Bucks and Perry. Jet Speed, they came out, they tried to help. The lights went out, and obviously when the lights went back on, it was the Masked Man. Obviously, every AEW and their fans, they know who it is. It is Andrade making his way back into AEW since October, because that's where he made his debut. However, he hasn't been in AEW programming because of contract and whatnot. So yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, no. So there was rumors that he might have signed or negotiated an early exit from WWE. So, but now it seems like he's full-time at AEW going forward. And I can't really predict what's going to happen next to him, or what's going to happen next for him, because with the Don Callis family, it's just like, all right, what can you predict?
Right. So what did AEW do with him last time they had him? Nothing.
Yeah.
I think
and then in October,
gonna get lost in the shuffle again. I really do.
Yeah, I think this is one of the weirdest problems that I have with AEW. I love AEW because it is different. However,
I've got a good go.
In October when he returned, who did he attack? Kenny Omega. Yet you have Kenny Omega kind of build this feud with MJF. So are we running? Like, what are we running here? Like, are we going to have Andrade cost Kenny Omega? Like, or are we just going to simply forget what he did back in October?
Oh, AEW does this all the time. They do little meta things and then never pay it off.
Yeah. So I don't know. Obviously it's a tremendous signing because, like we mentioned before the podcast, like AEW has been getting better.
Yeah. Their big pay-per-view this last year was All Out, or what was the big? Yeah, that big one. That was the Hangman and was it Moxley? I think it was Moxley and Hangman, right?
Yeah,
that was a banger. That was
and then also I think it was the Fatal 4-Way.
That was a great
World's at World's End. Who was it? MJF. Oh, MJF, Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman. Like. When AEW does this, like, or when they do these pay-per-view events or PLEs, whatever you want to call them, it's great. But the build-up to those, it's like certainly questionable. The storytelling is super questionable. But there's no knock on the in-ring ability because, like, they easily have 5-star matches week in and week out.
There's certain wrestlers who tell great stories and certain ones who are just not as good at it. Hangman, Swerve, Moxley, amazing storytellers.
Yeah.
Amazing. MJF, amazing. Like, some people are just that's not their talent.
Right.
But yeah.
All right, shifting gears here real quick. Going to back to TNA Impact, right? And listen, their debut is 1 week away. Obviously, after securing, TV rights with AMC, they've already.
TV, baby.
Yeah, I can't listen. I'm so thrilled because, back when in TNA's glory days, right? I remember watching them on FSN and then watching them on Spike TV. Like,
dude. So you were on the FSN days before 2005 because they went on Spike TV in 2005.
Yep, absolutely.
Me too. When the Jeff Jarrett was winning everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And what kind of like brought me to TNA really was the 6-sided ring, which obviously I miss and they're never going to use again. Well, I wouldn't say never, but I highly unlikely.
X Division.
Yeah, it was just so different. Yeah, the X Division, but I'm so happy to see them obviously secure a TV deal and making its return back to cable television, right? So I'm
glad they survived the Dixie Carter area. I'm just glad they're fucking
still
alive, man. Right. They should be dead in the grave 10 times over.
Yeah, I mean that Dixie Carter era, Hogan and Bischoff.
When Dixie let Hogan in. Okay, so right before that happened in 2009, TNA was about to blow up, and I think they could have done some really good things.
Yeah,
but they literally sold everything out for Hogan. Hogan, a 20-year-old, he's been out of the spotlight at least 10 years by then.
Yep. And then what happened was they started bringing all these older wrestlers,
the Nasty Boys, a drunk Scott Hall. Yeah, I know, man. It took away TV time from all the good stars.
And all right, that's fine if you bring like older wrestlers. However, those older wrestlers were getting paid.
Yeah.
And that contract, that hefty contract, that really hurt TNA.
Oh yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. He got paid for standing in the back and yelling at people. But yeah.
So
he's Hogan's friend.
TNA is making their debut on AMC on January 15, 2026. So next Thursday?
Sounds about
Next
right.
Thursday. Yep. Next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So
9 p.m. Okay, that's a good start time.
yeah, it's solid. And they already announced 3 title matches scheduled for that. So you have the 6-man tag, right, which is the Hardys and Elijah versus Order 4's Mustafa Ali and the Good Hands. You have the TNA X Division Championship, Leon Slater, the champion, defendant against Myron Reed. And you have the TNA World Championship champion, Frankie Kazarian, defending against Mike Santana.
All good matches.
Yep.
Real quick, while we're on the topic of TNA, I've got to just my favorite act in TNA. I'm sorry, other people probably won't agree with me. The Righteous are amazing. I love them. I love the Righteous, dude.
Yeah. Because you know why? They're so unique.
Yes.
And that's
great. Yeah, they're both great. I love them.
Each in their own ways, right?
Yep.
So
they both bring something. Yep.
I love the way that, the fact that TNA was able to secure them. I mean, again, it's unfortunately that, AEW / Ring of Honor couldn't do anything with them. But, that saying, another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Right. So I heard rumors that they almost signed like right around the time Bray Wyatt passed. I'm not that TNA entrance is amazing, but it looks like a WWE entrance.
Yeah,
it really does. And then something in the back of my mind says maybe they made an entrance for him and just didn't use it and gave it to TNA.
Yeah. No, I mean, recently, like TNA programming, we've seen the whole partnership has a lot of WWE flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll see what it goes, because I mean, without this partnership, I mean, we wouldn't be seeing all these crossovers and stuff like that. True. So yeah. And I mentioned Mustafa. Oh, by the way, the 6-man tag between the Hardys and Elijah versus the Order 4s, it's not confirmed, but it seems like it was it wasn't confirmed by TNA, but it was confirmed by Matt Hardy. But again, the whole card is subject to change. Speaking of Mustafa Ali, he has officially re-signed with TNA Wrestling.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he's one of the gems that TNA currently has that unfortunately WWE couldn't take advantage or capitalize on.
And I think he's young enough to still have a future ahead of him.
Like,
he's not too old yet.
Yeah, I just think this, with him re-signing with TNA, and kind of being this like huge heel, also like leading his own faction. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later till we see a world championship around his waist.
Wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah,
I can see that happen.
Yeah, and by the way, he for those wondering, he did break the news in an interview with Denise Salcedo. So, he revealed he revealed that he signed with the company. So good for him.
Good for Ollie. He deserves it, man.
So a couple of free agent news, right? Let's start with David Finlay.
Oh, I haven't heard his name in a while.
Yeah, so it seems like Finlay is approaching the end of his New Japan Pro Wrestling contract, and there's already a buzz that Finlay has a market in the US, right? Specifically from WWE.
Yeah, they like to go after legacies. They like to go after sons.
Yep. So, I mean, New Japan, they really want to retain Finlay, but I mean, Finlay might, he's generating interest outside. I mean, he could make more money. I mean, he's been pretty successful in New Japan, capturing the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship twice. The IWGP Tag Team Championships and the Neverweight open weight. So
how long has Finlay been in Japan? Like years, right?
Yeah.
So Japan's great. Don't get me wrong. I love New Japan, but there's a cap to it. You're only gonna go so far in Japan.
Yeah, he's been there 11 years.
Yeah, okay. He's gotten everything you're gonna get from it. I think like this is the next step in a career. So I mean, I understand it completely.
Yep. And I mean, listen,
More opportunity.
he's done a lot. He's he became the face of the Bullet Club in 2023. Kind of shifting,
the corpse of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, into Bullet Club War Dogs, right? So now it's like, all right, we'll test the market, right? So
right, yeah.
Another one, free agent, right? Is Matt Cardona.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise. I loved seeing that, and I'm so glad he deserves it, man. I would sign him if like Vince Russo. He was like, "What are they doing? Like with Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona? They're ready to go." Yeah, they are.
And this is something that Matt Cardona has worked for a while. I mean, he's been in the independent scene for years, and a lot of people question, all right, a man with that talent, like what is he still doing in the indies, right? And now gets another crack at the main stage, right? But not as Zack Ryder, as Matt Cardona, right? So this is exciting times, and plus you get to work with your wife on the same brand. Like
I was gonna say, so
the guy's winning in life.
Your wife is literally in the company. How hard do you think it's going to be for other people to get in? If you had been there, your wife's in there, and it still takes you time to get there. And you've done everything you can. You're the best at what you do. That's just WWE. They're fickle sometimes.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
Another thing that I forgot to mention on AEW, it looks like we're seeing the downfall, the temporary downfall of Mercedes Moné.
Very, very. I waited for this day my whole life. No,
no. I say temporary because obviously she lost the TBS championship to Willow Nightingale, but. I think that whole collection of belts, she's going to be losing them one by one. Obviously, going into this funk. And
if the point of it was to make me sick of her, job well done.
And to be honest with you, I think this is only going to lead into Mercedes finally capturing the big one. She has had 2 championship opportunities to capture, the AEW Women's World Championship, and she's failed against Toni Storm and against Chris Statlander. So I just feel like she's going to go into this slump, but it's going to be like it's going to lead her into capturing the big one. She's going to lose all her titles.
She can use a little humility. Come on now. I mean, she's going to be okay. She'll be just fine. She'll get there.
She'll be all right.
She'll be the champion soon. She'll be okay.
All right. Question. Going back to Obafemi.
Mm-hmm.
First feud for Obafemi.
Hold on. It depends on what show they're on, honestly.
Okay. We could play both sides of the coin. Let's start on Monday Night Raw.
Okay. So what I would do is different from what they're gonna do. I'm more of like an old school. I would probably have them squash like a Rey Fenix or a Dragon Lee.
Okay.
To establish his power, I would have him do a few squash matches.
Okay.
Let him just run over people. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you can start off with that. And then later down the road, I know that a ruler is supposed to have a crown or a king.
Mm-hmm.
And if they ever do a King of the Ring tournament,
there you go. Yep.
You could strap the rocket to Obafemi.
I'd be shocked if they don't do that. Yeah. If they do have the King of the Ring.
But that's also a good point. Yeah, there's also all these rumors where like, all right, you can have Obafemi, do a very high marquee matchup against somebody like Drew McIntyre at Mania. Or
Obafemi and McIntyre. That actually sounds amazing.
Yeah, they would kill it.
Now that I'm thinking of that, that's actually a good one.
Honestly, like a match. I know it's too soon, but just picture a match between them two, or a match between Obafemi and Gunther.
Ooh, but is Obafemi a heel or a face? Where are we going?
So he was all right. So in NXT, he was more of a like a tweener,
kind of heel, but not.
But not really.
Tweener.
Yeah. But I feel like we're gonna get the same vibes in the main roster. I mean, thank God, we don't have anybody like running the show right now, because if Obafemi got the call up, they would probably change his whole character.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. They need.
I hope
like it is, man.
Listen. This is my plea. I just look at everything leading up to Saturday night's main event against Cody Rhodes. Just see the reaction and the reception, of Obafemi with the crowd. I think they're locked into him. So I just hope he's treated well, along with everybody who's getting called up.
I think he's a future world champion, so I think we'll be okay. But yeah, he needs to be. Like I thought that for Cross too, and look what they did to him. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. You got any news on your end?
It's been busy over the holiday season. I've been watching a lot of JCW. Championship Wrestling. It's great. It's a throwback. It knows what it is. It doesn't take itself serious. Honestly, Vince Russo is a perfect fit for it. His writing didn't fit like the structure of WCW. It fits JCW perfectly. Perfectly. I'm serious. It's good TV for what it is.
I keep seeing like
Matt Cross, Caleb Conley are in there. Like good wrestlers are on that roster.
It's crazy because I think JCW has been gaining some stream, and like I've seen like clips and whatnot on like either Instagram or Twitter, but I haven't like locked in it and fully watch it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
So they brought back, dude, Vito's a star. Vito from WCW. He has a Dawn character now. It's really good. He's really funny.
By the way,
Vampiro. All these old guys are. Vampiro's a dude. He's since Lucha Underground. I think he's been super underrated. I love all of his work. I love Vampiro. Dude.
Yeah, I think with Vampiro, I loved everything he did in Lucha Underground. I definitely loved. I mean,
the Emperor Palpatine look for
I actually liked. I know a lot of people didn't. I actually liked his feud in WCW against Sting.
But he was young and they didn't know how to use him right.
Right.
He wasn't really himself yet.
And then shout out to Vito. He actually follows us on TikTok.
Oh, really? Yeah, Vito's awesome, dude.
He's awesome.
I'm a big fan of Vito. He's really funny.
Wow, that's one wrestler who he lives that character. That is him. That is him. Yeah. And I left a message to him a couple years ago when he started this. I was like, if they had put that on WCW TV, you'd be over. That's some good shit. That's a good facts. Oh man. All right. We had some good topics today.
Yeah, we had a lot to talk about. Sure.
And you know what? It's only gonna get better. We're only gonna get in New Year. We're gonna get bigger. We're gonna get stronger. We're gonna have more content, more interviews lined up. So just make sure you like, you follow, you support, because we appreciate all that, and we do it. We do it because we love this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can listen to the audio version of this episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you want to see the full video, check us out on YouTube. You could also check us out on our link tree at Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast to access past episodes and our social media pages. So again, go to our link tree again. That is the best way if you ever want to contact us, or if you want to do a collab. That's the best way to go. So that'll do it for us at the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. We appreciate the love and support. Mitch, till next time.
Till next time, brother. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.
Peace.